Do you want to live happily ever after? Hi, I'm Dax. I'm known for helping people get out of the rat race through property wealth. The fairy tale ending is really important, and I want to show you today how that works. It's what our kids have been told, it's what we've been told that happens in every story as we were growing up, including our lives should end up that way as well. But look, it's not your fault that you weren't taught about passive income through property. It's the school's fault. They said, get a good job, get a partner, have some kids, and just keep rolling along. So let me show you the multi-generational wealth model that I've put together to help people grow their wealth this way. And it starts off on the three outer areas there. And it's really key to get these right to really get this multi-generational wealth model happening. So firstly, I want to start with the systems. Oops, I wouldn't want that. I would want this one. The systems in place are really key to make sure that you've got the foundations right. And that's at the bottom of the period to make sure that that really is the key thing that you start working on and getting that right. And that sort of comes up in two different areas. One, it's the strategy. What are we trying to achieve? How are we going to get there? What does that look like? Set that end in mind, like Stephen Covey says. And then the second one is who is your team? Who's backing you? Who knows these goals? Not only your family, but your financial advisor, your brokers, your wealth managers, your property buyers, things like that. You've got to get those things right first. Okay. Once we've got that locked in, and this is what we go the first stage. So we go to the second stage, which is looking at purchasing either your first property or the next property and how we can do that with you. Okay. And what that really looks at and what we've found in the past to make up things going really well, make sure you get the location right. There's 12,000 suburbs in Australia, over 12,000 suburbs. It's really hard to find the right one that will actually make you money. We want to buy property that makes you money. You buy shares to make you money. You buy, your investments to retire on are all there to make you money. Okay. And the second pillar that makes purchasing correct and works well is you've got to negotiate really well. Okay. And there's certain times in the market, you do certain different techniques to get the right technique to negotiate the right price. Because when you buy, you should be making a profit when you buy. Okay. It's really key that way. You want to be looking at median prices and buying below that for the same stock that's at median so that it's valued higher straight away. And we've got techniques to help you do that. Now, if you get the strategy and the team right, the systems right, and you get the first purchase right, the property should be making money for you, putting money in your pocket. Okay. And that leads to this here, a piece of freedom. Okay. You own land, you own a house, you've got tenants in it, putting money in your pocket. It's paying for the mortgages, paying for all the insurances and management fees and all the things in their rates. It gives you a certain sense of freedom because it looks after itself. If you lose your job, doesn't matter. It's fine. It looks after itself and grows while you grow as well. And that gives you a sense of freedom, which is great. Now, the next stage from that, as you can see over there, is we want to make sure this portfolio grows and grows really well. Okay. And there's two things that you need to focus on around building your growth of wealth in property. And the first one is feasibility. Now, feasibility is it feasible to buy this property and it's going to grow? And we've got a number of techniques to make sure that the feasibility study, the numbers that come out of that adds up. So we want something over 5.5% return on a property at minimum. Okay. And then we want more and more, and we've got some add-ons, and we call them 1%ers to put in there to make sure that before you buy, we know it's feasible that it's going to make money. Okay. So that's the first thing. Then secondly, a lot of the ones we do is we manufacture wealth through the feasibility. We buy land, house and land packages, and we want to make sure it's delivered on time and on budget. So these are fixed cost projects, and we want to make sure it's delivered on track. Now, you don't set and forget with these things. We manage it from project management from start to end until you get the tenant in, we get it revalued, and then we can go again. So delivery is key, because if it's not fixed prices, property, the project could blow out and you could have a lot of trouble with trying to make it feasible. Okay, so you've got the purchase right, you've got the growth right. What actually we see happen is your portfolio will accelerate in its size. Okay, and we see over 10 to 25 year project of your building your multi-generational wealth. It starts off slow and it'll peak. Okay, and we can show you a lot of that sort of stuff. Now, if you get it all right together, if you get your systems in place, you get your purchase right, you get your growth, our main key goal is to build that lifestyle that you want and want to live off, exit the rat race. Okay, and that's key for us to help you do that. And overall, what we're doing is we're building this multi-generational wealth platform for you, your kids, their kids, their kids, and their kids. Okay, this is how it used to be done in the past. We've lost this, and we're bringing it back to help you do that. So if this resonates with you in some way, shape, or form, then go ahead, click below here, book some time with me, and let's take the next step together to see how we can help you grow your roadmap to that dream life.